Hello, friends. I bring you a new true incident. A terrible outbreak of black magic over greed for property. This is Asad's story. What happened to him? I mentioned in the previous video. Exactly 1 year after that event, in 2018, everything seemed normal. I was visiting my uncle occasionally to receive religious guidance. One day, Asad called me and said, "There is a lot of fighting at home between my parents." "Nothing feels right," I asked. "What about?" Asad said, "In our village, there is a large family property that belonged to our grandfather. My father and my uncle both own it. But my father grew up in the city. He studied there, took a job, got married, and we 2 sons were born. He has no interest in the village land. We go to grandfather's house maybe once or twice a year. Grandfather died long ago and grandmother passed away 3 years back. Now mother tells father to rent a house in the city and claim what is his share of the property from his older brother. If he sold some land and bought a place in town, we wouldn't have to rent anymore. The boys are grown now. We must think of their future. Your older brother and his wife have enjoyed everything alone all these years, never once sharing rice or anything with us." My father got angry and said, "My mother didn't leave any land divided like that. If my brother wants to enjoy it, let him." Then my mother started shouting. Finally, my father said, "Fine. I'll go to my brother's house and ask for my share." I told Asad, "Then the trouble is over. Your uncle accepted it." But Asad said, "That would have been fine. But when my father goes to my uncle's house, he changes completely. He obeys everything my uncle and aunt say. He won't mention the property at all. If my mother comes and asks him to claim his share, he becomes furious, even humiliates her in front of everyone. He praises my aunt so much. But when he returns home, he says, 'When I go to that house, I feel strange. I can't understand anything. It feels like I'm not acting of my own free will. Someone is controlling me.'" I listened carefully to Asad. Then he said, "Aunt will speak with you." I asked for the phone. His aunt answered. "Have you heard everything, Masood?" she asked. I replied yes. She said, "What should I do, son?" "If your uncle does not understand, they will enjoy all the property." I told her, "Aunt, I have a suspicion that when your brother goes to the village, he changes." She answered, "That's my suspicion too." I asked her to text me the names of the aunt and her parents so I could speak with our uncle about it. She sent the names. Sitting in my room with the phone down, my mother asked, "Who were you speaking with?" I told her I had spoken to my aunt and explained everything. Then my mother said, "Your aunt told me too. Have you spoken with your uncle to see if there is trouble?" My aunt had sent names by SMS. After prayer, I went to my uncle's house. He was in his khanqa, his small room for devotion. I waited. From behind the curtain, my aunt greeted me and asked if something had happened. I said I had come for advice. She told me, "Listen, Masood. 7 of our children died soon after birth, within a month. This happened because your uncle spent his life doing spiritual healing for others. He never took money. But as a consequence, his own offspring haven't survived. People who practice such devotions often face bad consequences in their families. I forced your uncle to give it up. He promised me he would stop. And 1 year ago, the mischief made by that bad woman who used black blood and Jinn was finally solved by the work you did for him." She added quietly, "I'm pregnant now. Inshallah, the baby will be born within a month. I don't want new misfortune. Your uncle's teacher says if he stops those devotions, perhaps Allah will spare our child." She spoke with worry. I listened with my head bowed. I promised I would not involve my uncle in anything that would cause them harm. Aunt asked me not to tell my uncle what she had said. Then she left. My mother was surprised to see me at that hour and asked why I had come. I told my uncle everything Asad had told me. My uncle replied, "People have all sorts of troubles in this world. Only Allah knows best. Give me the names of your aunt and her parents." I handed him the list. He said, "Tonight I will perform some spiritual work, amal, and check what has happened. Come back after Fajr." I left. That night I couldn't stop thinking about what he had said.